What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be using Andrew Tate's deck in Clash Royale. This is the deck I believe that he would play if he played this game. So just a little bit of an introduction to him if you don't know who he is, but I'm sure 95% of you guys watching do know who I'm talking about. But in case you don't, he's basically a 4-time kickboxing world champion, and in my opinion, he's the most famous person on the internet right now. He rose in popularity due to like controversial takes and stuff like that, and I figured, why not make a video that has to do with him, because no one else in the Clash Royale community has. So we're just gonna, do it, see how it goes. It should be pretty fun. Basically, one of the things he believes is that only men can fight. So this is the deck I have. You can see it's an all-male deck, and it's pretty much the most masculine deck I can think of, which is why I think he would run this deck. You can see everyone in the deck has facial hair. You can see for yourself, even the Electro Spirit has a, mustache, except the spells. But these spells are very dominant, powerful spells, right? They push things back. They're like the strongest spells in the game. Fireball and Log. And this is just the icing on the cake. The RG, if you look at it, he's bald, right? Andrew Tate is bald. So I feel like you have to have a win condition that is bald inside of your deck, and RG happens to be one of the strongest win conditions in the game and is bald like Tate. So yeah, this is basically the deck I believe he would play if he played the game. So we're going to be playing some ladder with it today. We're currently right now 286 in the world. Let's head into the first match. Alright guys, so we found a first match here against Sweep, and guys, the reason why I think someone like Tate would actually enjoy Clash Royale, we do know he doesn't play a lot of video games, but I do think he would enjoy this game because his father was actually a really good chess player, and a lot of people compare chess to Clash Royale, right? It's a 1v1 versus your opponent, and the arena is essentially your chessboard that you play your cards on. And also, on top of that, even though it's way different than kickboxing, you are fighting one opponent at a time. It's just Clash Royale is, well, a little less violent. But I think he would enjoy this way more compared to, like, let's say a Battle Royale game, for example. So anyway, Sweep, it looks like he's running Hog here. So Hog is a little annoying, especially since we don't have Lightning. I would actually say it's a pretty hard counter, but we'll see if we can win. I'm just going to go RG in the back. And yeah, this is for sure a hard counter because he has Queen and Cannon, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if we can somehow win, but it'll be probably almost impossible if he plays well. I'm going to go Hunter here. Okay, he's got guards. I don't know, like, what this variation is. It's kind of weird because I thought it doesn't usually have guards in it, but I don't really know. I guess we'll see. We'll go Mighty Miner on the Queen. It's got decent counter to her. The Queen basically, gets fully countered by it for 4 elixir. She costs 5, right? And even with the ability, 6. So that just shows Mighty Miner is better. That's why Tate uses Mighty Miner. You wouldn't use something like Queen. So we're going to go for an RG now because his Queen is out of cycle. And, okay, he's got a Bomb Tower. Yeah, so this is for sure a pretty hard counter. He even, like, Bomb Tower, I feel like, is even better than the Cannon is against the RG because it does, Fireball does almost no damage to it. It still has a lot of its health left. So, yeah, that's going to make things pretty tricky for sure. I guess we could send the Mighty Miner into the opposite lane because we don't want to go RG into the Queen. That wouldn't be a really good idea. I'm just going to go for a Hunter here. I hope it can shoot the Queen once before, yeah, he uses the ability. Okay, that did happen, so that's good. He's probably going to go for a Hog in front of the, or with the Giant Skelly, not in front. We're going to go for a Fisherman here. And he's going to go really aggressive right now, which is pretty interesting. We're going to log this here. And yeah, we should be able to take everything out. Nice. I'm just going to go for a Hunter in the back. This game is, like, going okay. I feel like the best it could in this situation. Okay, so he decides to go for a Bomb Tower like that. Kind of an interesting placement. Let's just go for a Log here. And that Hog was probably going to get some damage. Yeah. I'm going to go RG in this lane, I think. The Bomb Tower, I guess, will be distracted, which is good. Okay, that was a good Electro Spirit. Nice. Andrew getting some solid damage here. I'm going in for another RG. Oh, wow. Yeah, he didn't have enough to afford a bomb tower. That was huge. I thought that was in range. Luckily, it wasn't. Mighty Miner to help out here. Whoa, Fisherman locked on. Let's go. It didn't do any damage, though. But wait, RG coming in and no bomb tower. I think he's in a lot of trouble right now. He is in a lot of trouble. RG gets a hit. Log coming in on this. And Fireball should be enough to do it. And that is going to do it. The top G ends up taking this one. And as you guys can see, we're in a clan called Top G's, because what other clan would we be in when we're making a Tate type of video? That's what I'm talking about. Nice win there. Let's head into the next one. Alright, we found our next match here. So this guy's got a pretty colorful banner, as you could tell from the start, but let me ask this guy this question. What color is his Bugatti? I bet he doesn't have one of those, does he? Probably not. Probably not. So we're just going to start off with a log here. And we'll see what this guy wants to do. Okay, he's going to go arrows. How cute. Arrows aren't going to do anything against what I'm running. Arrows are just a weak card compared to Fireball and arrows. It's just weak, you know? If you were to take 100 arrow players and put them in a fight against 100 Fireball players, who do you guys think would come out on top? Obviously the Fireball players. Shouldn't even be a question. So he's got Mother Witch. Okay, so he might be using that Royal Hog, that popular, you know, the most broken deck in the game right now. Well, guess what? We don't need to use the most broken deck in the game to win. We're going to beat them anyway. It doesn't matter. We use our own deck. Our own powerful deck. We don't, you know, fall into the meta, you know. And yet we still come out on top. That's what we do. He's going to go Royal Hogs. Go Hunter. He's going to Fisherman. Okay, be pretty aggressive here. We're going to log all this. Alright, nice. We're not going to take too much damage. That's not that bad. It's really great that we got the Fireball, right? Lightning would not do squat against the Zappies. So we're going to go ahead and just Mighty Miner this Ghost. And see what he wants to do from here. Being pretty passive, right? We don't want to be too aggressive in single in this type of matchup. But pretty soon we can go in for our RG. I'm just going to cycle my Ghost. We're going to go for the ability, even though it's not going to do much. It's still going to damage the Zappies a little bit, which is well worth it in my opinion. We're going to RG now because he can't go in for like mirrored Zappies or anything. So pretty good time to do so. We're going to Fireball all that. And we're going to get quite a lot of damage. I'm pretty content with that, I would say. So Fisherman is going to pull our Ghost. He's going to go for arrows. We're going to go for a Electro Spirit here. And the game is going pretty much how you'd expect. I mean, after all, he's got the Mother Witch, you know, an elderly, you know, woman in his deck. What did he think would happen? All right, guys, obviously, you know, you know, we're pretending to be Tate here, so hopefully, you know, no one, anyway, so let's just go for an Electro Spirit. We're going to go for an RJ, and, yeah, Fireball that Mother Witch. Okay, that was a really good, mirrored Zappies on his end, and, RG is going to deal loads of damage onto the tower. That's what I'm talking about. He wears a crown for a reason. I mean, that's my Bald King right there. He's put it in the work, and that is why he is the official win condition of Tate. I know the Giant is bald too, but he just does not. he just does not do what the RG does nearly as well. RG is just, you know, just the man, the myth, the win condition, you know, everything, you know, you could ask for inside of the game. And that is going to be GG. We beat the most meta deck in the game. It's just no match for our deck for the 4-time kickboxing world champion. This game is just a piece of cake. I mean, after all, it's just, you know, pixels on a screen. I mean, you know, like, he dominates in real life. The game is just nothing. It's no match for him. Alright, we found our next match against Wen here. So we got Ghost, we got Mighty Miner, and Hunter in our starting hand. A very, very strong, you know, starting hand to start this match off. So we could cycle Mighty Miner, Ghost, Hunter. Probably Ghost is going to be relatively safe because if he doesn't, you know, alright, so he's going to use Queen, okay. So I guess we'll probably want to go Mighty Miner, same lane as her. And go from there, see what he wants to do. Okay, he goes Skeletons to surround that Ghost. Mighty Miner coming in here. I guess we'll go for an Electro Spirit. We're going to log this. And we're going to pop the ability to make sure it doesn't die, like lose all of its health to that Queen there. And it looks like he's probably using Royal Hog Cycle. So this is going to be kind of annoying because even though we do have Fireball for the pigs, it's going to be really, really challenging to break through the cannon as well as the Queen. It's going to be a similar situation to that Hog matchup. We did somehow win though, but I still think it is kind of a challenging matchup. That Hunter did connect on top of the tower though, getting us a little bit of damage and I guess a somewhat decent start. So the key is going to be, I think, trying to be as passive as possible, and then in double and triple, try to come out on top, because in single, there's not a whole lot we can do to break through unless he, you know, slips up or something. Because, of course, he's got the, you know, faster cycle, and we can't really, you know, effectively build a good RG push early on. I mean, we did do it, you know, already, but that was mostly because his Queen was, you know, out of hand, and he had to overspend on it a little bit. So, Queen is down once again. I guess we can go ahead and Ghost here. We could maybe, yeah, send the Mighty Miner off in the other lane like we did before if he decides to pop the ability. I think I'm going to do it now anyway, just because, you know, he played that delivery and he's obviously trying to protect her. So, okay, Ghost takes it out. Perfect. I'm going to go for a Ghost again. We're going to go for a Fisherman. Okay, he's going to go Skellies. Alright, I think it's time to go in and apply some pressure because he just cycled his Queen and we're going in for a push in the opposite lane. I don't know how much damage we're going to get, but hopefully we can get some. Go Mighty Miner here. And even though he's winning, it's not a huge lead, and I feel like in triple it gets really hard for him to defend, but we'll see what happens. So he's going to go for a delivery on top of that. That's fine. I think we're just going to go ahead and RG in the back. Try to just build up a push. And he cycles his Fire Spirit. Okay, that's fine with me. I'm going Electro Spirit here to maybe, yeah, predict Skeletons. We do that. That was very predictable from him. And then we're going to try to take out these Royal Hogs without using our Fireball, because what this does is it gives us more counter push potential, which is what we need to break through in this situation. I'm going to go for a Electro Spirit here. We're going to go for a Fisherman. And that cannon did come down late, so we are going to get a couple hits in, and just like that, we ended up taking the lead. So we're going to go for a Fireball on top of these pigs. This time I'm Fireballing them because, you know, we could fully counter them with the Fireball, whereas normally you have to drop something else, but he kind of did the dumb decision of playing them, you know, when I had a Ghost down already, like a fool. I don't know what the thought process was there. So he's going to cycle his Queen, same lane as his weaker tower, which is probably the smart play, because he knows we're going to try to go in for that dual lane push. I mean, that's obvious, right? So we're going to Fireball here, just because we want to get to that Queen as fast as possible. We're going to go ahead and pop the ability here, because we didn't want it dying. And that RG got a lot of damage. So once again, we're trying to go in for a dual lane push. So I'm going to go for a Ghost now. We're going to go for a Fisherman. And let's see what he wants to do. Okay, he goes in for a delivery. I'm on a Hunter. And maybe this is time where we could actually go in for a double RG. This is kind of crazy, but I think it's actually quite a good play. And look at that, he misclicked the cannon. Pretty big mistake coming out from him, and the 2 RGs might have been just what we needed to take this one, potentially. And I'm also going to be fireballing here. We're going to log. And that is going to be GG. We win that one despite the horrible start. And that is what we do, because let me tell you guys, as a 4-time kickboxing world champion, that is what you learn over time. It's not just who's early on winning. It's about the stamina. It's about the endurance. And that is why we came out on top. You know, we didn't, for 1 second, we didn't lose our mindset. We stayed in there, and that is why we won. All right, we're in our next one here by Mateo. So let's go ahead and just cycle a ghost, go from there, see how this guy reacts. And okay, he's gonna go for a Skarmy, so we're gonna go ahead and go Mighty Miner. And this guy's got a crazy deck. Crazy deck. We got Hunter though for the balloon, which is good. I pretty much already know what this guy's using. Played against him a few times. So we're going to go ahead and Fisherman here. And we could actually send that Mighty Miner in the other lane as soon as that Inferno Drag locks on him. Oh, wow. He's going to go Barbs, too. He just spent so much there. The only problem is we don't have a lot for that Inferno Drag besides Hunter, but I need to save Hunter for the balloon, because that's our only answer. So I'm not going to be fooled by him cycling the Royal Hogs. We're not going to use our Hunter on that Inferno Drag. We need to save it for the balloon at all costs. At all costs. That's the only thing we can use our Hunter on, because if we use one time our Hunter on something else, that could easily cost us the game. Because that balloon is just a huge threat. We cannot have our Hunter out of cycle. So Mighty Miner here, same lane as his Ice Wizard. So we can go ahead and Ghost. See what this guy does. Okay, he's going to go Skarmy. So for sure we're going to log this, right? And then maybe the Mighty Miner kills the Ghost. We'll see. I think we could actually go for an RG, because he just used his Inferno Drag, and we can go ahead and Fireball the Barbs. And look at that Mighty Miner tanking for that RG. Let's go. And we're just going to go for a Electro Spirit here. If he has a Zap, though, he probably will take our tower. But you know what? I don't really care, because we just took his tower, and we're in a better situation than he is, technically speaking. And he decided to go for a balloon, even though I had my Hunter in cycle. That was a pretty foolish play, if I'm being honest. I don't know what he was thinking there. So we're going to go ahead and send our Mighty Miner into the other lane. Again, kind of a bad decision going for that Inferno Drag like that. And then we can RG. His only counter is the Barbarians, so he's going to be forced to play those, which we're just going to go ahead and Fireball. And then we can actually use our Mighty Miner ability again. We got it. And it's going to be on his tower. He has to go for defensive Royal Hogs, overcommitting so much. This guy is just in a lot of trouble right now. RG in the pocket, which he didn't even have Barbarians in cycle 4. Electro Spirit coming in to freeze it. And that is going to be GG. That is what happens when you use foolish decks like that just don't make any sense. You just simply do not stand a chance to the top G. You just, there is no chance. I don't even know why you bother trying. It's just a waste of time. Just a waste of time. Okay, this will probably be our last match here. You know, personally, I don't waste too much time, playing video games, because I, win real life. After all, guys didn't know, multi-millionaire, tons of supercars, mansions, private jet, and I'm like, flying across the world. I just play these games from time to time, and they're just so easy. I just win. When I play, I win every match, and I just, I don't need to play a lot to stay on top. That's how these games are. So he's using the Inferno. That's going to be quite a nuisance for our RG, and we don't have our set to that Inferno, so I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest. That's going to be a very annoying card in this matchup. Luckily, we do have the Ghosts for the drill. That's going to be very helpful for us. So let's see what this guy wants to do here. We're going to go ahead and log the Skarmy, and he's going to send in that drill. So we're going to go for the Mighty Miner on top of that bomber. And I guess this game is going pretty well thus far. Can't complain. What is he going to use here? He goes for wall breakers on defense. That was quite interesting, to say the least. And then we're going to go ahead and pop the ability here. We're going to go for a Electro Spirit, and we're going to get actually quite a lot of damage. And an incredible start to this game, I have to say. We're going to go for a Fisherman here, and then he's probably going to be really aggressive. Oh, he's laughing. He's pissed. Here's the thing. Don't laugh when your opponent does well. It's a weakness. It makes you look weak that you're showing emotion in the midst of a battle. Don't do that. You know, that's like my #1 tip in this game. Like, I don't even, you know, use emotes. Like, I leave them on because they, like, obviously don't offend me. Like, I'm not going to be, you know, offended by pixels in the stream. But, like, I mean, you can't be emoting and showing your opponent, you know, that you got to them. You can't be doing that. That is just foolish. I'm going to go for Mighty Miner here. And he's going to go in for a very interesting push. And once again, he's laughing. He's clearly showing right now that he's frustrated. That's how you already know you have your opponent beat. Like, it's just over at that point. There's just no chance. That's all he's doing to himself. And that is why there's just so many, you know, just weak Clash Royale players in this game. There's just so many weak Clash Royale players, and they just don't understand. That Ghost is going to make it to the tower, and yeah, that is going to be GG. Not even close. Not even close. Pretty pathetic. Like, just pathetic. This guy even thought he stood a chance. Just, you know, just easy. We don't lose. That's going to be it. CRL #1. Ah, yeah. I'll probably win CRL 5 times. It's only $1 million prize pool, though, but I could add another $1 million to my, you know, already 100 million net worth. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I could do that, you know, if my fans want to see me play. I could, you know, take another championship, but I already got, you know, 4-time kickboxing world championship, so I don't know if I need to win CRL, but it's nice to know this guy is, you know, cheering for me and thinking that I could win it, because, you know, I probably could. It wouldn't be much of a chance. I mean, it's just a video game after all, and I win real life. Alright, so undefeated this video, you know, as you'd expect from the top G, and yeah, that's gonna be it. We'll end the video with a couple quotes that Andrew Tate has said himself. Let me just find them real quick. He had them written down somewhere here, and I just don't want to make sure I get them all wrong. So these should be inspirational quotes for you guys from Tate himself. I don't believe in tilting in Clash Royale. Don't message me about tilting, because I don't believe in it. Belief is a powerful thing. I believe I can finish #1 in the world at any given moment, and that's why people are afraid of me inside of the arena. Very inspirational quote. And then we got one more. This is one for those of you who play Clan Wars. The clan's perspective is you have to understand that war is life in Clan Wars. It's a war for the cards you want. It's a war for the gold you want. It's a war for the glory you want. It's a war for the upgrades you want. Clan War is life. If you're a clan member who doesn't view life as war, you are going to lose. I hope that's clear to you guys. I hope you guys did end up enjoying this video. I have no clue how this video is going to do, but I hope it was a pretty fun one, because, as I said, Andrew Tate is the most famous person on the internet right now, so I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. If you don't know who he is and you watch this video and you're confused, just literally do a few Google searches and you'll be caught up to date. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it. If you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and thanks again until next time, guys.